Here's a nice Corvette convertible. 1970 Chevrolet Corvette convertible. 454 big block car. This is also a numbers matching 454. I'll get into some more details about the engine and the build and everything on this, but I want to kind of go through a little story. It's kind of interesting on this car. So this car was a very early build in 70, January 1970 build. And if you look on the block's casting numbers, it's interesting. I've never seen it before. But the first three digits that are cast, which would be raised letter, of course, and they're on there. And that is 396, which was the beginning of the casting number. And then it should have 3512 finishing off that casting number, confirming that this was a Chevy 454 block. Interesting part, the end of it has been stamped 3512, and the actual casting numbers were ground down. So some investigating and some things have been done on this, because the suffix code is correct for the 454 car, and the numbers are clearly there on the front deck where it's stamped. And so everything lines up there, except for this kind of interesting deal with the casting numbers that are in the driver's rear of the engine block. And the thing that has been come to figured out, that in 1969 Chevrolet had an excess of 427 blocks that they ended up reboring and were going to be used for the new 454s in the 1970 model. And being that this is an early 1970 build in January, the date code on the engine is 69, December of 69. What is believed on this one is it was one of the early builds. It's a 719th Corvette made in 1970, and that it was originally a 427 block that was left over from Chevy, then bored out, made into 454 blocks for the new 1970 model. So very interesting. There's letters, there's documentation. I have pictures of the VIN on the car. Just wanted to clear that up because it's kind of a cool story to give you something to look at. If you're into Corvettes, you like looking at them, check out our still pictures. You'll see what I'm talking about. I have everything pictured there and documented in the still pictures of this car, as well as the engine bay, the interior undersides of it. Check out the still pictures, uniqueclassiccars.com. Down below this video in the description, there's a link. It's going to take you right to our website. And feel free to call us too if you'd like to discuss it, talk about it. Call us 507-386-1726. Now, as you can see, chrome and bumpers in this car, very nice shape. Paint, also in nice shape. I'd call this upper echelon driver quality paint. You can see the luster it has to it. This car was restored early 90s. Was actually in Corvette Fever magazine. A little article and a write-up on it in there. There's copies of that go along with this car. There's receipts back to 1990 in this car, a whole folder full of them. That will go with the car. And like I said, there's some other documentation. I have pictures of it from an order sheet, I believe it was in there, and break down kind of how this car came from General Motors. As you can see, red interior. That is correct. It was a 407 trim code. This is originally a Monza red 974 paint code. So correct there. Top on it, white top. Of course, it was manual in 1970. One person can fold it up pretty easy. Top is in nice shape. It's white. It's vinyl. You can see that in the still pictures. And remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist you with getting this car transported to where you're located at. And of course, it may be eligible for an extended service contract. So feel free to ask your sales associate when you call in or email us. You come around to the rear so you can see bright work. Also nice back here as far as the rear bumper, luggage rack. Very nice paint on this car. Red line wheels. Looking very authentic for how it would have came back in 1970. Kind of cool when you look at the VIN too, and it's the 719th car that was made and produced. You know, it was an early build. 4-speed manual transmission paired up with that 454 under the hood. Door panels, carpeting, all of the interior also in very nice shape. Now we're going to fire this up. Once you hear it run, we'll pop the hood. We're going to check all that out. Nice little rumble of that 454. Did notice earlier too when I looked, that light that's lit up is the seatbelt light, FYI. As you can see, the gauges all appear to work, even the clock. Tachometer's working. Odometer shows 66,961. Can't confirm or deny that as far as the original miles. It is believed to be the original miles. And again, this car has been fully restored in the early to mid 90s. Headlight buckets do go up just fine. I'm going to pop those up so you can see it. I believe they are still vacuum actuated. See how nicely everything fits too, how nicely that door closed. Come around to the back here. Hear the rumble out of that 454. Good sounding car, nice smooth running car. I'm going to go ahead, I think I popped this hood one-handed easy enough here. There you have it. So there's your 454 390 horse V8. So nice and tidy the engine compartment is too. We got some chrome dress up on there. Good looking engine bay. Headlights popped up. Nice smooth running 454, sounds good. So if you're in the market for a big block Chevrolet Corvette, convertible with a 4-speed even, 1970, great year, chrome bumper car, here you go. Check out the still pictures, once again, uniqueclassiccars.com. Down below this video in the description there's a link, click on it, it's going to take you right there. Phone number 507-386-1726. Happy to answer any questions you may have. And remember, we do consider trades. Financing is available. Of course, we can assist you in getting this car to where you're located at. That may be eligible for an extended service contract. Consult with your sales associate when you call or email in.